with the whole world getting to know Caitlyn Jenner, gracing the cover of the July issue of Vanity Fair, where she talks in depth about her old life and her new path. ABC's Chris Connolly has the story.
Call me Caitlyn. Those words on the cover of Vanity Fair, introducing to the world 65-year-old Caitlyn Jenner, marking the successful transition for the Olympic champion once known as Bruce Jenner to life as a transgender woman.
I was probably at the Games because I was running away from a lot of things. Very, very proud of the accomplishment. I don't want to diminish that accomplishment. The last few days in doing this shoot was about my life and who I am as a person. It's not about the fanfare. It's not about people cheering in the stadium. It's not about going down the street and everybody giving you that a boy, Bruce, pat on the back. Okay? This is about your life. Bruce always had to tell a lie. He was always living that lie. Every day, he always had a secret from morning till night. Caitlyn doesn't have any secrets. As soon as the Vanity Fair cover comes out, I'm free.
That freedom, what Jenner yearned for most, first revealing her lifelong secret to Diane Sawyer.
Are you a woman?
Yes.
Caitlyn Jenner made her Twitter debut Monday and unseated President Obama to become the fastest Twitter user to reach 1 million followers, occasioning a victory lap of sorts. Another Jenner world record at its 65. Who'd have thought? Thank you for your support. Such support coming from the well-known, along with Jenner's family. Daughter Kendall tweeting, "Be free now, pretty bird." Stepdaughter Kim Kardashian saying, "Be happy, be proud, live life your way." That family pride to be on view July 15th at the ESPYs, when Caitlyn will be awarded the Arthur Ashe Courage Award, her first public appearance. All 10 of her children and stepchildren slated to be surrounding her. For Good Morning America, Chris Connolly, ABC News, Los Angeles.
All right, Chris, thank you. Joining us now is Buzz Bissinger, the author of the profile of Caitlyn Jenner in the July issue of Vanity Fair. Good of you to be with us this morning. When was the last time that you saw Caitlyn?
I saw Caitlyn on May 6th. It was part of the Vanity Fair shoot, the incredible pictures by Annie Leibovitz. She was glowing. She looked great. She looked happy, and it was a little freaky, to tell you the truth.
Why do you say that?
Well, you know, when I started the story in February, it was Bruce. You know, it was Bruce Jenner, the Bruce Jenner I remember, 1976, winning the decathlon, the hero of America. And then literally on March 15th, he went in for 10 hours of plastic surgery. And that was the end of Bruce as we know him. And now it's Caitlyn.
How was she handling it right before the surgery?
She was excited, but she was scared. Because
was she anxious?
This is a point of no return. I mean, this is a point of no return. You can't take back the plastic surgery. So he says, and it's in the story in Vanity Fair, what if I made a mistake? What if this really isn't what I've wanted all my life? What do I do then? She had a panic attack. I mean, she was scared to death. Right after the surgery, the day after, was scared to death. I mean, she was in a lot of pain, trying to get some sleep, then woke up in a terror.
How did she get out of that? How did she stop having the panic attack and become...
She met with a counselor. The counselor said, look, this is normal. It's normal because of the pain medication. Everyone's going to have some temporary self-doubt. And I think the great thing is, now I just spoke to her, and it's in the piece, which, you know, if you can get, you can download it. I'm free. I'm free. After 65 years, I'm free. When I saw her for the last really sort of months, completely isolated, completely alone. It was almost painful to be with him. He couldn't go anywhere. There was an awkwardness to him. There was an awkwardness to him all his life, basically. Think about it. Think about it. Because he is Bruce Jenner. I mean, he was the bomb. I hated him because he was so attractive. He was the essence of virility, the essence. And living this secret, this is not who I am, and living it for as long as he did. And, you know, people say, well, you should have come out, you know, in the 1980s. You try it. You try coming out in the 1980s. He would have been vilified. It was, you know, 25 years ago, we vilified. He would have had no work, nothing. So he really did have to wait. He wanted to wait until his 2 youngest daughters were old enough to understand it.
You have been in this business for a long time,
yes,
Pulitzer Prize winner. People know you from writing Friday Night Lights, and you said this is by far the most extraordinary story you've ever worked on.
This is important culturally. And it's not a story about, he became a woman, transgender community. It's about tolerance. Let people be who they want to be, whether it's man, whether it's woman, the way they dress, all of it. And I think he is representative of tolerance, and I wish people would understand that.
And we know, as in Chris's report, and ESPN announced yesterday as well, that she will be accepting the Arthur Ashe Award for Courage at the ESPYs, and her children are expected to be there. Right, and it hasn't always been that way, as you write, especially when it comes to the reality show.
Caitlyn was insistent, basically, I want all 10 of my children there if they can be there. I want them to share in this moment, and one thing she's trying to do to her best of ability is to make things right with the 4 Jenner kids who, frankly, as Bruce, he abandoned when they were entering adolescence. Really, really hard for them.
And she has talked openly about that.
Yes.
What do the kids think of the cover shot?
I think that I think it's hard for the sons. I mean, think about it. I wouldn't want to see my mother dressed in a bustier. So this is, their dad, and it's going to take a while for them to adjust.
Did she mention why Caitlyn? Why the name Caitlyn? Why?
She made a list of names, had a close friend make a list of names. Caitlyn was on both. And folks, it's Caitlyn with a C.
Thank you very much. And people are going to be picking up that article in the July issue of Vanity. All the best. Want to make a point that it's Caitlyn with a C and not Caitlyn with a K, but there was such secrecy around the photo shoot, and even the computer that Buzz used was not linked to the internet. They wanted to be very protective.
And even with all these revelations, they managed a huge surprise.
They really did.